All right, Meow. I hope everyone is doing well on this Thursday. It's a little colder. We're getting some snow in a county below us, so I don't love that. But on the upside, it's close to the end of November, and we haven't had snow here yet, so that's a win. It can snow here as early as like October and as late as June, so the longer we can hold off the weather, the better. I hope everyone is doing well today. We sorted the inventory. We dug a elevator off stream, so we have a quick shot to the underworld. I still need to gather a bunch of hellstone and obsidian so I can get some upgrades that'll make it easier to traverse the underworld. We still need to fight Skeletron. That will afford me the opportunity to fight the Wall of Flesh. Skeletron is difficult because contact damage, and he has multiple parts of his body that will shoot at you, and he has an enrage similar to Aya Cthulhu at low HP. We're going to work on all that. Ideally, I'm able to get into hard mode. I want to be able to farm the Wall of Flesh because there's several items I actually need from him, and that will help. Let's get to it. All right, let's just pop this out. Sylvie, thank you for stopping by. I understand that you are streaming on your husband's channel tonight. Thank you for stopping in. I hope I have a good stream as well. What is the stream? What is your husband's channel? I'll look it up. I think I have links blocked because I got tired of people putting in, oh, go to this site for insert cheap viewers, you know? But I'll make sure to check that out. Okay. Yeah, completely understandable. And thank you for the heads up. I hope you, the husband, and the doggos are doing very well. All right, there we go. Just got to move this, and we'll be good to go. So yeah, we dug a elevator earlier. That's going to help us get to the underworld faster. All right, very good. So I gotta remember which place it was to make the boots. I actually think it was up there by the Tinkerer. Yes. So obsidian water walking boots. I need hellstone and obsidian in combination with the boots. Then that will let me make a better version of those boots that when combined with current boots make really good boots, but then those are further upgraded in Calamity via stuff from hard mode. Okay, gotcha. I don't use TikTok, but I hope it goes well for you. Yeah, that's completely understandable. I'm glad you were able to have somewhat of a workaround so you could stream it all, you know? I thought about making the shadow armor, but it's like a side grade to the platinum armor, and once I have enough hellstone, I'll be going straight to molten armor. Yeah, that's fair. So I will look for it on Twitch sometime. Actually, I'm gonna make a point to write it down so I don't forget. Yeah, awesome. I hope you are able to get the issue resolved because it's important to be able to do the things. Let's see. All right, there we go. Yeah, no problem. All right, so the reason why we did the elevator off stream is because it would have taken significantly longer to do it with... Oh no. Oh no, not the speaker. Bombs are significantly slower than using the nukes. Nukes are very much a late game thing, but it was a lot faster, which is why we decided to do it that way. It's not an amazing elevator, mind you, but I've gone through it all the way down, and I know I can more or less be okay. We have a lot of obsidian, which is really nice, but we need the hellstone, and that's gonna be coming up very shortly. I'm not immune to lava damage yet, so it's gonna be rather perilous trying to farm it all. Okay, okay. There we go, very good. So, let's see. I also have to be careful because there are basically like flying demons that drop the voodoo guide doll. The voodoo guide doll, when dropped in lava, summons the wall of flesh. But I'm thinking, because I haven't killed Skeletron yet, he can't, even if the voodoo thing falls into the whatnot, maybe it won't be able to spawn. Also, knockback immunity would be really nice here because of all these bats, but we don't have that yet. There's actually several things I have to look for here. I need to look for a hell forge, and I also need to find ways to get the hellstone. Hellstone being this shiny stuff over here without falling into the lava. So it's definitely gonna be a process. Okay, good. Well, yeah, this is going to be very perilous, and I'm not sure how we're gonna do it, but that definitely is part of the fun. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so Hellstone, it does contact damage while you're standing on it, and then when you mine it and break it, it actually turns into lava. So I actually may have to ditch the Frostbark and go for the lava boots just so I don't die here as much. There you go. Okay. All right. And I need to find a hell forge. The hell forge are usually inside buildings, and the reason why I need that is because it's the thing that lets me actually craft the hellstone. Okay, let's see. Nope. Get up there. Yeah. Not having the other boots is taxing because it also hurts my mobility. Alright, let's see. Those chests, they need a specific item to actually open them, and I don't have that yet on this character. Oh yeah, and bone worms. Very spoopy. Okay, let's see. You know what? I'm actually gonna wear both boots at the same time, just so I have the mobility options. I am gonna lose some move speed and attack speed, but it's okay. There we go. It's hard to tell which one is the platform being the one you can travel through. Okay. I'm just gonna pickaxe it so I can get through. There we go. And then once I actually am ready to do the wall of flesh, I'll end up making an arena. And by an arena, I mean a very long platform that I just run away from it and slowly kite it to death. Okay, no Hellforge here yet. That's a bookshelf, not what I need. I'm actually going to use some bombs here. They don't have a massive AoE, so I don't think they'll accidentally rip holes in lava and then make it easier for it to come into the buildings. Run away. On the upside, I'll have a bunch of guide voodoo dolls, so that'll let me farm the wall of flesh if I'm looking for a specific drop, like certain items or various emblems needed for accessories. All right, let's see. The purple torches are also pretty cool. Purple's a great color, so it kind of clashes with the orange, but I'm also not a huge fan of orange. It's like someone took red and they're like, how can we make this worse? Oh, let's add yellow. Okay. No Hellforge there. We're gonna have to keep looking until we find it. Worst case scenario, I just yoink one from another world because I have one. All right. There we go. They also only spawn in buildings. Okay, there might be actually one in here. Let's see. Nope. At least it'll give me halfway decent arrows as well. The Hellfire arrows are pretty good for like pre-hard mode arrows. Oh, that's gonna bring lava in. Oops. No Hellforge. Get me out of here. All right, so gotta keep looking. There's one all the way down there. That's what we needed. I mean, we still need Hellstone, but I can't even do anything with Hellstone until I had a Hellforge. All right. Let's throw away some of the junk. That way I actually have the ability to pick things up. We will hold on to the platforms though. All right. All right. So I need to find like a large chunk of hellstone just so I don't have to go to a lot of different places trying to farm it. Beep. If we can, we want to clear out a space under it, and then I'll slowly chip at it away without breaking the lava barrier. And not all ore can be destroyed by bombs. So I don't have to worry about it accidentally getting rid of all that and then having basically a bunch of lava just fall on me. I mean, there will still be some lava that falls on me because as you break it, some lava comes out, but there's a difference between a little bit of lava and all of this just falling on me. All right. Oh, that's not ideal. There we go. Not great. Haha. I need to get that. Okay. This must have been what it was like to mine dangerous things back in the old day before OSHA was there to make sure everyone does stuff in a safe fashion. Hey, you'll be fine. Just rub some aloe vera on it, you know? I need to be careful. I don't want to fall into this. Okay. Owie. Oh yeah, I forgot some of the hooks have multiple points to grapple. That being said, we can blow up right here to the left because then the lava will pour down into the house. Okay, good. That helps a little bit. No. Silly bats. Okay, let's do it this way. This way it will all fall away from me instead of pooling below me. Oh no, I think I accidentally opened up some lava. That's not what we wanted to do. I guess we're just gonna open it all now and let it drain. So that's not bad. We definitely need a lot more, but we're getting there. It's a process. Once we have it, it'll be a lot easier to actually traverse the underworld, as it were. Yoink and yoink. Whoops. It didn't dissipate quick enough. Silly me. Oh, wow. Up to 3 hooks. That's impressive. Alright, I mean, it wasn't a lot, but it was some. So we'll start there. Let's find another area that we can get some hellstone from. Okay, that's not bad. We can start here. Also, that little purple ball is following me. There's pets that emit light, and that one came from the World Eater. So not all of them are created equal. This is one of the ones that we can get early on. It's not the best, but some extra light source is better than none. Careful, I really don't want to fall down there. There we go. Make it easier to actually get to it. It's really hard to tell what's a platform versus brick. For me, at least. Okay. Whoops. Ow. Huh. Bat. May heal. I don't hate that, but may is not enough for me to want to actually use it. It needs to be more consistent than it may. Because if it doesn't heal when I need it, I'm gonna die in a video game. Alright. Alright, very good. So, Hell Forge replaces Forge. And then Hell Forge gets combined with something later to make, what's it called? To make the adamantium or the other one, I think. Alright, so now we need to start making Hell Orb. Well, Hell Ore. We need to turn that into bars, so we need obsidian and we need the actual hellstone, which we have a decent amount of, but we're gonna need a lot more. Okay, let's see. There we go. That's not enough, so we're gonna have to do this several times. Whee! Down we go. I'm waiting to hit something. Thankfully, I'm immune to fall damage. Come on, keep going. You actually get an achievement for, I think it's making it down to hell in under a minute. But I'm pretty sure I already have it because I think it only tracks it once. Yoink. Alright, very good. So we want to look for more hellstone. There's some there. There's some here, but it's not a lot. We'll do this area. Okay, let's see. If we can get bombs over here, we can make it come down. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Lamau, you're stupid and dead now, so we love that for him. Okay, let's see. Lamau, you're dead. All right. Okay, good. Yet another place where having knockback immunity would be nice, because I wouldn't have to worry about being touched by a bat and thrown into oblivion. Ah, fell into the lava. Boo. Ow. Yoink. Mine now. If we can blow up this and then blow up below this, then we'll have a better chance at actually being able to get it all to drain off. All right, good. Heal. Ah! It's poopy. Thank you. Alright, so I gotta remember what was it I needed exactly for that other thing? Material. I think it is in material. There it is. Okay, so yeah, obsidian rose, plus I believe obsidian that, Let me double check. There might be one other piece I'm missing in order to actually make this. Okay, so obsidian rose plus obsidian water walking boots plus lava charm equals lava waders. So I have to make sure I still have a lava charm. It's possible I had to use it to make some boots. There it is. Awesome. No, that's rogue stuff. Rogue, it's your typical stealth class. It was added in Calamity. However, I'm not keen on it because I don't think I really get any benefit out of it yet. Okay, I think this is finally Terra Spark. That being said, Terra Spark can be upgraded. I think Terra Spark, this is as far as it goes in vanilla. It more or less confers all the benefits from the prior boots. So flight, running, mobility on ice, movement speed, water, honey, lava walking, immunity to fire blocks, immunity to lava, immunity to on fire, reduced damage from touching lava. There's several fire debuffs. So this will not protect me from the other fire debuffs. It only protects me specifically from the on fire debuff, which means you'll then have an opportunity later to farm a boss to drop a thing that will give you immunity to that as well. It's all very complicated. Definitely a little annoying, but we can make it work. So now let me see what Terra Spark turns into. It might only be in post hard mode that I can get the stuff for Terra Spark. Okay, it's under movement, I believe. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, Angel Treads is very much hard mode. So Terra Spark is realistically as good as it gets for now. But we have the ability to use the Terra Spark. Then that means all the other Hellstone that we farm can be used to become my Molten Armor set, which is going to be a relatively large jump in defense. Technically and offense, because it does provide some melee buffs. And I'm only gonna craft it once I have enough to do all of it, because I don't want to give up my set bonus from Platinum Armor, which scales my offense based on how much defense I have. All the armors, thanks to Calamity, have set bonuses. Some are better than others. And it's more or less to encourage, well, you may as well craft all this. I think, for example, lead, and I don't know if it's lead and iron or only lead, but I think lead armor, its set bonus is no knockback. So being immune to knockback, even though lead armor isn't really good, getting that immunity early on is nice. And we have enough voodoo dolls that when we go to do the Wall of Flesh fight, we'll probably be able to farm it once I actually see that I have a build and an arena that can adeptly farm it and it's not like a massive pain. Okay. Let's make sure the boots are actually on. Very good. Yeah, I love that. That's huge. Ah! Oh. And then if you fall under, you get a 7-second timer. It's similar to the air timer when you're underwater. Yoink. And now the underworld is significantly safer. I don't have to worry about touching orange stuff and just fucking dying. All right. Oh, I think that's actually Hellstone. Yep, it is. That's why I can't blow it up. All right. Now, when it comes to like accessories and immunities, the next big thing I'll want to build is there's the accessory I was talking about yesterday, the Ankh Shield. Before it becomes the Ankh Shield, it's an Ankh Charm, and it's more or less a combination of a bunch of accessories that would give you immunity to most of the debuffs in vanilla Terraria. So like bleed, blindness, armor crush, poison, etc. And while Calamity does add a lot more debuffs, being able to fight the average mob and knowing whatever it has for debuffs you're probably going to be immune to it is very nice. So we're going to want to start working on that shortly. Problem is it requires a fair amount of stuff that I don't have access to. So realistically, until I can make most or all of the Ankh Charm, I'm not super keen on like piecemealing it, you know? Like I think I can make like maybe a third of it right now. But then that also is gonna take up a bunch of accessory slots. So I usually wait until I can make most of all of it. But I know for a fact I already have the Band-Aid. So that's bleed. And I believe I can make the blindfold, which makes me immune to blind. But there's like 8 of them. And they each combine into 2 sets of 2. So I may not have the ones I need that combine into the next set of ingredients that then combine into the final one. Got a little greedy. Okay. Yeah. We're fine. Okay. Yoink. We're getting there. I think I have close to enough, but I'm not certain. So we'll probably clear out this little bit, and then we'll go back to the surface and see if we can make our set of armor. There. Don't need, don't need. I think a full set is like 40 something bars. Mainly because it's usually like the chest needs close to 20. Helmet and legs are usually like 10, give or take. Another thing that Calamity did was they made it easier to craft the sets of armor. So I think it's like if the chest takes 20, it may take 16 now. But then they did other things like made the nurse's healing way more expensive because people would teleport back to the nurse, heal to full in the middle of a boss fight. And apparently people thought that was not good. Can't have nice things. Alright, let's see. Yeep. Alright, let's see if that's enough. Just for the armor. Alright. I think it is. Okay, good. So that's Molten Greaves. Molten Chest. Okay, Molten Chest is still 20 then. Huh. Okay, that's fair. So, new set bonus. Hell yeah. That's gonna be what exactly? Let's see. Extra true damage. Can't be set on fire. If you didn't have Terror Spark boots, or if you didn't have the Molten half, this would kind of be a budget version of that. Okay, so let's see now. Magma Stone isn't bad. I have to figure out what that builds into. I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see. It builds into several things. Okay. Mechanical glove is not something we can make yet. All right, so let's see if maybe there's something we can do with it prior to hard mode. Let's see. Titan glove is, let me see where, if we can make that. We cannot. Okay. Yeah, trifold we don't have access to. Flower boots don't really matter. We don't have the rest of the stuff for stepping stool. I'm not much of a spellcaster, so I don't think I'm going to bother with the mana regen band. And Philosopher's Stone is hard mode. So I'm just more or less double checking to see if there's anything else I felt like I really needed to craft. And there may not be. Okay. Yeah, Cobalt Shield is gated to hard mode. Fast Clock's hard mode. Megaphone's hard mode. Metal Detector's hard mode. Nazar's also hard mode. Okay, Obsidian Rose. Is there anything else we can actually do with this? No. Alright. Okay. Okay, once it's night, we'll fight the Skeletron. It is night. We don't know how late it is at night, which means I could accidentally enrage the boss, which would be very awkward. It's not a material, so we can definitely throw it away. We hold on to obsidian rose for now. Don't need the demon torch. We have 2 obsidian rose, so we're gonna get rid of one of them. This is fine, this is fine. These 2 are fine for now. Boots need to be reforged, and I'll probably use this one. Let's see. Reforge. No. Like, defense, flat defense isn't sexy, but having a bunch of a flat defense adds up. So for example, Molten Breastplate is only 9 armor, but 2 accessories with 4 is almost an extra chest piece. So that's really cool. All right. All right, let's see if we can actually fight that boss. Oh no, it's day. Okay, it wasn't night. Silly me. That gives us the opportunity to put some things away. Sort. Quick stack. Ammo. Quick stack. We'll put bombs there for now. It's kind of an ammo. Pumpkin seeds can go in there. Quick stack. You know what? I do have 2 of them, so I may as well combine 1. That way, if I do want to do some sort of spellcaster route, it's technically an option. Okay. Not DPS meter, I mean the other one. We'll also put some silt away because sadly we don't have an extractinator yet, which means we can't actually do anything with it. Oh, that's ash. I thought it was silt. Silly me. If I have any spare hearts, I need to do life orbs. And by life orbs, I mean heart reach lanterns, which provide AoE regen. When you don't have a lot of regen, even a little bit is always welcome, you know? Okay. I actually might use the thorns damage since I'm gonna be up in the boss's face trying to kill it in a video game. Okay. What do I know we can get rid of? I'll hold on to burnt sienna. I'm gonna hold on to the shield. We can definitely put that away. We can put that away. We can put that away. Doesn't work when a boss is active. I'm not doing water stuff right now. Hold on to the deeps meter. All right. So then what I'll do is I'm gonna work on the platform for the wall of flesh, and then once it's night, I'll fight Skeletron. Whee! Big wee. So I hope everyone's been having a good Thursday, as good as they can. Stay hydrated, very important. Hold on a second. Lamau, you're dead. So we'll start building the platform here. We'll want to clear out a bunch of buildings so we have access to running unimpeded. Because if you get stuck on like the wall of flesh, you take constant contact damage, and that's not ideal. Lamau, you're dead. I think we can probably get away with it being close to 1,000 units, and then I'll want to put, what's it called, bonfires every set amount of unit, because I want the regen buff to be up at all times. Lamau, you're dead. We are gonna need to clear this with a controlled demolition, just so I can run through it unimpeded. Let's bring the bombs back. That way he doesn't try to jump to me. Okay, very good. Yoink. That's a very good weapon for the Skeletron, because it has Pierce, so we'll be able to hit multiple parts of the boss all at the same time. Okay. Yeah. Ah, we ran into more. Okay, that's fine. That's gonna blow up a little bit of it, but we're okay. Ah. And yeah, that's definitely a downside of these mycelial claws. They're basically a earlier available and probably not a strong version of the fetid Boganox, but as you can see, they have super short range. So if the enemy has like knockback or projectiles or say tentacles like Plantera, it's definitely not a great option. I know I need demonic bone ash for something, I just don't think I have access to what I need it for yet. Okay. We'll do it that way. That way I don't have to keep redoing it. Nice. Also, once I get the armor polish, I'll be immune to armor crush, which more or less reduces your armor for a set duration, effectively increasing the damage you take. And I don't have any shadow keys yet, so I can't do anything about the treasure chests. I might be able to craft it, I don't remember. I mean, it's an obsidian key, so it probably requires obsidian, but it also might require something I don't have more of yet. Alright. Good. We made sure to make enough room. Alright, we keep going. That's gonna need to go too. Look at you go, chat. You're killing bats and you're killing demons like crazy. Very powerful. Doom guy would be pleased. Alright. Hey RJ, how you doing? Not bad. We're slowly building a wall of flesh platform in Terraria Calamity Mode. Well, the Calamity Mod. Then once it's night, which is 9 o'clock, since I do have a clock, I can actually go and make, what's it called? I can go fight Skeletron. Since he's, I think, like the last boss before I can actually fight Wall of Flesh and go into hard mode. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I did say earlier we're gonna look at some Pallas cats. So we're gonna take a moment to look at a few of them. Hold on. It says 9:37, but I don't know where the other ones are. The 3 on top are technically new, unless the prior ones we looked at yesterday had to be taken down and then they were re-uploaded. But this is Grusha being weighed in. I don't see any decimal or comma. So I'm gonna say that's 659 grams. Very fluffy, very adorable. I love the striped tail right by his Pete's. And this was from 2021. Then you have Honey, also at another zoo in Japan. I like how she has her paw forward ever so slightly. And you can kind of see the little twofers sticking out right here. Super pink nose. Very adorable. Big fan. And then this is Tate. This was taken almost 3 years ago at the Utica Zoo in New York. Utica is in the south of New York. It's closer to Pennsylvania than it is New York. And it's closer to New York City than it is other parts of New York. So it's like, oh, that's pretty cool that there's Pallas cats in New York. But they're all multiple hours away, which is a big sad. Pronounced eyebrow game, very strong, not photoshopped. This black patch of fur on his chest looks hella nice. A lot of them seem to have the amber, yellowish brown eyes. And that reminds me of Nar and several other ones that do. I also like the stripes on his arms. Let's see how old Tate is. I think Tate is the only Pallas cat at Utica. Okay. So, Patenka and Haru. And I think Haru is related to Bull. Let's see. Oscar and Tabby. Yeah, I think he is related to Bull. Let's see. Yep. So yeah, Bull is related to Haru. Char's related to Haru. Saral is also Bull's brother. Char sadly passed away. And I believe Saral did as well. Honey, very adorable. Tashi, this is the, I I believe he's the brother of Pazzi, the one that was born relatively recently. And we love that. So yeah, let's look at the genealogy a bit. Haru gave birth to Oscar and Tabby. Tabby gave birth to Bayar and Lala. Or you can look at it the other way. Haru gives birth to Many. She's been very busy. I actually love that. So many Pallas cats. This little genealogy feature is really handy. I don't know how accurate they are because sometimes you'll see entries in like double entries of the same cat, but it's more than we had. Also, I hate that Ting only survived to 4 years. This is great because Tina at the Columbus Zoo, it's Tina and Moose. Rooster, she gave birth this year to at least 2 of them. That's pretty awesome. I'm a big fan. All right, back to Terraria. So now it is night, so we're gonna go try to fight that boss. We're gonna use... I'm gonna gamble it and I'm not gonna build an arena. I'm gonna see if we can get by with Forceful Blade Cresto Sword. I'm gonna reforge it. And I'll use a Thorns Potion because contact damage. Okay, we'll go with Goggly. Okay. Also, I actually don't know where the dungeon is. I went through a good bit of the overworld and never found it. So I'm gonna say it's probably on this side. Because it's only a medium world. So we've explored most of the right side already. And yes, those are balloons. They're not proper wings, but between boots and everything else, they have a lot of utility. Now we're kind of in uncharted territory, if you will. I might actually not get to the boss in time. And if that's the case, then I'll build an arena. So at least I will be better suited to beat Skeletron. So we got corruption on both sides. I suppose that's to be expected. But to answer your question, RJ, I'm not doing bad. I hope you're doing well, or at least as well as you can. That is good. I am pleased to hear that. All right, let's see. I think, okay, jungle. Jungle's good because we need frogs. Frogs give us frog legs. Awesome. I hope the gym's going well. I hope you're getting your hashtag gains. I hope you're getting hashtag strong. Let's put a platform here since this seems to be really long. Okay. Is school going well? Also, how are the jobs going? I know you've been putting in applications all over. Okay. Knockback is cringe. There's also piranhas. Very scary. And probably that fish that swims up your urethra. Yet another reason why I never want to go swimming in South America. Alright. I think these have to go. No. Okay. Okay. Very nice. I love that for you. Oh yeah. Chilling. Very important. I remember when I worked, I pretty much always worked on the weekends, so I could never properly chill on the weekends. And I was always jealous of those who did have off on the weekends because they could just de-stress. That being said, not being gainfully employed has been nice, though at the same time I'm absolutely dreading about going back into the workforce, which is why, as you know, I'm working as hard as I can with Twitch, networking with people who play Terraria, play Pokemon, putting myself out there so I no longer have to have new nightmares about work, and eventually all the old nightmares about work will go away. I just heard a frog, so that's good. I need my net. I think I need like 6 frogs to make the frog legs. Then I combine frog legs with like something else, either swimming or another thing. Also, Dr. Bones, that's a pun for Dr. Jones. Very clever if you ask me. Oh, we get his hat. Yeah. Very nice. That's a good bit of fun. Get rid of the clock. Actually, no, I'll hold on to the clock. Turn the wall into platform. There's a frog. Okay. Gonna get some ribbity boys. I also need to put some torches down so we can actually see. All right. Okay, now we're gonna keep working towards the dungeon. I do think it is on this side. All right, very good. RJ, what games have you been playing? Anything exciting, anything new? Are there any games you want to try to pick up on the Steam sale? Okay, let's blow through this. There we go. There's probably nothing in the Steam sale I'm gonna buy. I have a lot of games in my backlog, and I have a lot of games I'm already not playing, but maybe there's something I want that I'll pick up. Let's see. We could also fight the honeybee, but I'm not super in the mood to fight it. I also haven't even found any of the hives and such. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you've never played it, no reason you can't play it for the first time, you know? I do have Skyrim, and I have it modded, but at the end of the day, it is a Bethesda game, and even with the mods, sometimes it randomly crashes and you lose like half an hour of progress. I'm probably gonna do a fresh reinstall of Fallout 4 in like a year or so, and then I'm gonna do Fallout London. I have like a custom mod order right now, and I don't have to want to do reset everything and then subscribe to like Nexus Pro for a month, just so I can download like a list of 400 mods to play Fallout London, you know? I'm trying to see if there's a house in this living tree. Then we can see if there's any loot. Certain biomes will have, you know, relatively unique things that can show up in the treasure chests. Alright. Okay, we found honey, so there's probably a hive underneath here. Okay. I have friends who love Space Engineers. I'm not overly familiar with Wreckfest or its sequel. I haven't played Baldur's Gate, so that's definitely a thing I can do at some point. I played a lot of Divinity and Divinity 2 in the past. Let's keep clearing this out a little bit. Just so I can see on my way down. I'm not hearing great things about the new Stalker game. Mainly not well optimized, and that's not great. But then people are like, well, Stalker games have never been optimized anyway, so what's the big deal, Lamau? But I'll probably look into that game in a few years. Let modders, you know, fix it, like they always have to. It's a big trend I've noticed within any game that's running on Unreal Engine 5. People can't be expected to optimize the game, and I don't know why it's specific to Unreal Engine 5, but it seems to be a really common complaint. And then it's like, oh, just use DLSS and frame gen, and you can hit 60 frames. And then, by the way, you need a 4090, and it's like, bruh. Feels bad, man, you know? Oh no, it's gonna get rid of all my torches! I'm stupid. Oh well. Alright. At least we know where the beehive is. So when we want to fight the queen bee, we can come back for that. Alright, relatively small jungle biome. So it's looking like dungeon is not on this side, which at least now we know. I don't love that, but at least we know that to be a factual statement. Okay. So let's go back with the mirror because I don't want to waste my recall potions. All right. Now to the other side. Once I have more NPCs, I'll start building houses in different biomes, and I'll try to get the teleporters going so I don't have to run as far each time. I also snagged Half-Life 2 while it was free. I remember years ago I played through a bunch of the Half-Life type games when the Orange Box came out, but that was a long time ago. And I don't think I could really appreciate the genius that was Half-Life 2 back then. And there's gonna be even more mods for it now because it's been so long, so that's very poggers. That's Meteorite. I'll want to come back and deal with that eventually. Meteorite is primarily for spellcasters. So as long as I know where it isn't a huge deal. Now, if I were trying to be some sort of spellcaster, I absolutely, excuse me, be wanting to get that, like, right meow. Alright. Get in there. Another tree, that's fine. We've been here before. I try to put torches where I've been so I know it's not something new. Well, and looting / destroying all treasure chests so I don't get baited and be like ZOMG a chest. Oh, I'm stupid. I already got everything from it, Lamau. So yeah, once I get to the dungeon, I'll absolutely make a point to build an arena. Also, that's a lot of corruption. Oh no, I'm already at the acid lake? Bro, where's my dungeon, bro? Oh, maybe it's underground, and that's why I haven't seen it yet. Because that can sometimes happen. Usually there is a dungeon above ground too, though. So I'm not loving this. I have to figure out where it is now. Okay. I also need to Google something. I don't want to do this event. There's 4 stages to it, and I'm definitely not at a point where I can do it. Okay. Let's pull this up, because I actually am curious now. Let's see. So, allegedly, and I don't know how true this is, dungeon is always supposed to be on the opposite side of the jungle, same side as the snow. So, that's interesting, especially because normally the jungle normally because the dungeon almost always shows up above ground because there will be a guy. Okay, so I see what happened. It's here, and I never saw it because I basically jumped above it. That is actually kind of interesting, I gotta say. But that is good. Turns out I was not going crazy, and it was more the fact that my Mark 1 eyeballs missed it. Okay, so let's build a few bonfires. No. All right, very good. That is pretty far, though, no, nonetheless. There will probably be a day where I just do, like, mine carts from one side to the other. And then I don't have to worry about doing the houses yet. Especially since I don't remember which NPCs prefer to live with each other and which biomes they prefer to live in. Also, snow. This is gonna be my area in probably a few weeks. Okay. We're almost there. Okay. Let's see. It is weird to see the dungeon nestled into the ground like that, though. Normally, it kind of sticks out. it's hard to miss. So right over there is where we need to get to. Back. Yep, literally right here. Okay. So we'll start building platforms. I also don't like how close it is to corruption, because that means I'm gonna have to be fighting corruption mobs while also fighting the Skeletron. And there's also the water candles, which means there will be more mobs. Though technically that's not a bad thing for the sake of farming. It's just not what kids want in their cereal when they're trying to fight a boss. Okay. I'm definitely gonna need to make some room. Okay. Don't need a banner. Don't need. Hold on to the rotten flesh. Hold on to the ebon wood for now. It's not going to be super long, but it will be a relatively tall arena. Oh. Okay. Alright. Oh no, Goblin Scout. That means that we're probably going to get a Goblin invasion relatively soon. We already had one earlier. But if I want to fight a boss, I don't want to have to deal with a Goblin invasion at my base at the same time, you know? Alright, let's see. Alright. Skeletron, he's very much a step up in difficulty compared to the first two vanilla bosses that you would fight. Mainly because of the Enrage, which technically Ayakalulu has, but he also is chonkier and has more parts that can hurt you. Okay. Eye lasers, bones, all that good shit. Okay. Just a little bit more. All right. There you go. All right. All right, here's hoping we can actually do this fight. Let's put some bonfires down. A real case of Bonfire of the Vanities. Let's see. There we go. And I guess we'll put this one here as well, in case I have to end up extending it. There you go. Okay, good. Don't need the Indiana Jones hat. Don't need Wolfram. We can always get more of that. Alright, let's see if we can actually do this boss. And if we can't, we'll just reset and not worry about it. Alright. He's very chonky. He never missed a day of calcium. I very much want to get rid of the arms as soon as possible. Then once we get rid of the arms, it's just his head. And then I'm willing to swap to a different weapon and just stand on him, you know? I just gotta figure out where I put that weapon. Ah, there it is. Okay. I think we'll be fine now. Come on, buddy. Come on. Get at me. Yep. So as soon as you get rid of the arms, then you can just focus the head. No, no pun intended, by the way. So let's see. I'm also gonna put a clock down here just so I know what time it is, so I can repeatedly farm this boss if I need to. I think he has to be farmed at the dungeon. I'm not sure. Okay, let's put it here. Okay, it is 9. That's fine. And now that the Skeletron has been killed, we can actually go in the dungeon and not be instantly killed for trying to go in too early. Okay. Don't care, don't care. We are gonna grab some water candles as well. They more or less increase spawn rate, which is useful if you're trying to fight certain enemies farming them, you know? Alright, let's see. We'll also put a bonfire down here in case I actually need to be down here. And we'll do it like this. I'm gonna leave at least one water candle, but I do want to take the other one. I think you might be able to make them at some point, but I'm not sure. Okay. I'm also now going to work on the rest of the area for Wall of Flesh so I can properly farm that. Sylvie, welcome back. I hope things went well for you and husband for the stream. Trying to see what I'm missing. Keep the frog. We can nix that. We do need bone because it goes into building something in particular. We will make more sticky bombs. Very nice. That is awesome. Not bad. We beat Skeletron. That is the third of the 3 vanilla bosses that you would normally need to fight if you're trying to do the Wall of Flesh, which is the final boss in vanilla that you need to fight in order to do hard mode. So that's good. I was worried it was going to be very difficult, and thankfully it was not. I'm also going to catch a few fireflies while I'm here. They're fish bait, but they're also used for something else later. Yes, I am relieved. I was very worried. TBH. Let's also put some more torches down so we can see. Alright. Alright, so... Still working on having max mana. I'm gonna hold on to this one. We're going to port back. We're going to turn the... Oh, okay, I gotta actually be at it. Okay, we'll do it that way. Or apparently, no, we're not. Okay, then. Maybe I need to do it here. Let's see. Yes, so then we'll turn all that to platform. I think our quote-unquote platform is like halfway done. So we'll just want to extend it the other way so we have enough room to run during the wall of flesh fight. Okay. Definitely gonna put some things away while we're here too. Okay. No. Actually, yes. Okay, I think that'll do it for now. Sylvie, earlier in the VOD, we were also looking at Pallas cats. It says there were a bunch of photos added, but there are only 3 ones added that I actually saw that were new. So that's slightly disappointing. But before I wrap up the stream, we'll look at some more Pallas cats. Okay, so realistically, this will be helpful in dealing with the wall of flesh. I'll swap to this so I have an option for a dash. I'll probably eat this because it's a food buff. And then we have our healing potions. Yes. Yeah, I completely agree. But it's nice having a repository of Pallas cat info, photos, and videos instead of having to go to various Twitters and the Discord. Okay, so now we want to build this way. That being said, the bats, I'm not immune to knockback yet. Actually, let's grab some more bombs just to clear out that part. All right, and then we'll probably want to do that here as well. Yes. And before, they were also in another spot, but then that website was abandoned / shut down by the person who made it. But Roman and Victoria, they're the people who run monetization on YouTube, and I think they have a pretty good vested interest, so I don't think we have to worry about that site going down. Hopefully. All right. Okay. Ah! I baited myself. Yes, absolutely. Don't need the door. I am gonna need to make more bonfires eventually. Probably like 3 or 4. Okay, so that's 3. Yeah, that'll probably be enough. All right. All right. Bonfires give regen within an AoE. So if it's a long fight, you're just going to be running back and forth to get that regen. You can also use things called, I think, Life Reach or Heart Lanterns, more or less, will give you another buff to your regen. Life Reach potions make it easier to pick up hearts, which restore your health. Once Wall of Flesh spawns, he basically starts from the left of the screen and works his way over. And if you get stuck on him, he does contact damage and it's not pleasant, which is why you need a relatively long way to constantly walk back and forth. Otherwise, you end up dying, and it's not ideal. All right. Oh shit, wrong thing. Brr. Leave me alone. Just trying to make some room. There we go. Okay, that's probably most of it. It's very hard to see on the backdrop with it being so, you know, dark. All right. Lamau, get out of here. Okay, I think that'll probably be long enough. If it's not, that's going to be very awkward. We'll then start from the left and go to the right, placing bonfires. Make some more platforms while we're at it, just in case. Okay. Well, and torches, so we can actually see. All right. Let's do it that way. Put one here, and then you're basically checking the corner for cozy fire. Once it falls off, you know you need to place another one. All right. Probably need at least 2 more, it looks like, then. There you go. There we go. All right, I think that's all of them. On the upside, I have a million like guide voodoo dolls. You have to throw the voodoo doll into the fire from whence it came to summon the wall of flesh. Okay, good, we have enough. So now we'll just put torches for the sake of visibility. Ah. Hey, good enough. I am gonna try with the, what's it called? With the mycelial claws, mainly because I think they'll do enough damage. If they're not, we'll have to use something else. Bone dragon, run away. Okay. Trying to think how else I need to do this. Eel. Let's put that away. Let's put that away. We'll put this on just in case I do have to end up using it. No. We will grab this because then I'll be doing more damage. I will be slower, but I'll be doing more damage. So we love that. Not gonna use the water candle yet. We're gonna grab that. And then I need to split the stack and throw it away. All right, wall of flesh time. Oh boy. It's a big boy. He'll get ya. Here he comes. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right. I might have to get a different weapon. Not ideal. Like, this is technically doing it, but I am so gonna run out of room. All right. Yeah, I need a better weapon. This is a problem. All right. Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay. This might be the play. I am gonna so run out of room though, as you can see. Oh boy. Oh. So, yeah, not ideal. So, unpleasant, but it's okay. Let's see what weapon I need for Wall of Flesh. I really thought I'd have the damage. I did not have the damage. All right, so let's see. Oh, that is very underwhelming. All right. So which weapon do I need realistically? Molten armor, that's what I already had. I had balloons, I had Terra Spark. Okay. Fractured Arc, Knight's Edge, Gunk Shot. Okay. I think that's from the acid event though. Okay. Let's look at Fractured Arc. Oh, it's that. So I don't have access to Purified Gel yet. Okay. I might have to go the ranged option then. Let's see. Gunk Shot. Ah, Static Refiner. Okay. Aqua Shard. Okay. I don't have access to Aerialite ore yet, sadly, because they made it so you can't craft it until much later. So that's not an option. No. Okay. So it looks like melee is going to be our option then, realistically. Eldritch Tome. Okay, I might have to actually do Slime God, just so I have more options. Because I'm already using the Molten Armor. Knight's Edge. Yeah, Knight's Edge requires a lot of things to make it, which is why I don't love that. Okay. Right. Honestly, I think I am going to have to go ranged. Flurry Storm. Yet again, I can't craft it because... Or maybe I can. Let's see. Ah, okay. So I will be able to craft it now. So that is better. Okay. Okay, so let's think about what it's gonna be. Let's go with Gunk Shot, Static Refiner, Purified Gel, Slime God, okay, Overloaded Sludge, any Evil Block, and Blighted Gel. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work on Slime God, and we'll have to farm that a bunch. I know I died. Lamau. Alright. It's okay though. We tried and we definitely were not up to snuff, but I don't think I've ever beaten the what's his face the first try, so it's not really a huge deal. Okay, let's see. No. We want to turn the wall. We want to turn the wall into brick, the brick into platform. Okay. We're also gonna give Magma Stone better reforge. More defense. Okay. So Evil Block and Blighted Gel. I think Evil Block is gonna be either Ebon Sand or Ebon Stone. So that's not a huge issue. Let's also put that there for now. If I do end up committing to ranged option, then I'm gonna have to make a different set of armor because Molten is more or less melee armor with the added bonus of it helps you against, what's it called? The lava. I'm gonna use bombs for the blocks. Just gotta get there. There we go. Very good. This will probably count as evil blocks because there's sand and there's wood and there's dirt, you know, all the good shit. Just need to get far enough down that I can actually get to the Ebon Stone, I think. Yeah, okay. There we go. I think this is technically evil block. Alright, so then we want to go to one of the demon altars and that'll let us craft it. Thankfully we have all that from here. There we go. Meh. Overloaded sludge, that's to make the boss summoning item. Now we'll, I do need rotten flesh. I'm gonna get rid of the ebon wood. I don't know if it spreads corruption or not, so I don't want to risk it. Okay. Now let's summon the boss. Alright. Oh, that's a lot of HP. I do not think this is gonna be the weapon for it. I'm gonna need range, it looks like. Eel. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some kiting, it looks like. Eel. We're eeling. Eel, 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 eel. Definitely gonna need to put some... I'm definitely gonna need to make a boss platform here to make this easier. I definitely overestimated my ability, which... It's a thing. Oh no, the nurse is dead! Ah! My health care! It's okay, it's almost dead. Almost. Did I get the thing I needed? I am not sure. Let's find out. Hasty mana polarizer. Very good. Okay. We did need purified gel. The real question is, do I actually have the thing I need? I may not. Okay, so let's see. More gel's fine, more gel's good. Get rid of that, we don't really care. I might be able to make the thing now. Okay, so let's double check and see. Sorry that I killed you, nurse. You'll be back shortly, probably. Okay, how am I making that? Okay. Oh, okay. So you use it. Gotcha. All right. I mean, that works. So what can we vendor that I know I don't need right now? just to make some room. Okay. We hold on to that for now. Maybe. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not very exciting, you know? Okay. So that's the, Radiant Ooze is also quite nice, but I'll need to farm the bosses, I think, if I want to do all that. Okay, where were you? Statagel. It's magic? Not entirely. Okay. Let's see, where was the other thing I wanted to make? There it is, Radiant Ooze. I don't have a lot of purified gel, so I don't know if I'm gonna rush and make that, right? Let's see. I know it builds into something else, but I forget. Okay, Radiant Ooze. So it's good on its own, but sadly I can't combine it until endgame. So, okay, good. We got warding. Warding is a very good role. Since I'm not gonna be melee, I am absolutely fine with using Radiant Ooze instead. Okay. So what else do we want to do with this? Material, we'll do a quick stack. Okay. Just for now. I mean, that's not bad, but yeah, I'm not a spellcaster, so I'm not super excited about that. Let's also make a platform while we are here. We can get rid of that claymore for now. Go back to consumables. Let's put away the elderberry. We'll also put away the black currants. Those get used for some stuff later. Firefly is fishing. Trying to think. Water leaf. Frog. We need a bunch of frog later. Acorn. Alright, to make this fight a little easier, I'm probably going to want to do it a few times. We are going to work on a platform. And then we'll get rid of this divider in the middle. So we didn't get to beat Wall of Flesh today. However, we beat at least 2 other bosses. We could probably kill the Queen Bee as well. On Monday, we're going to probably kill the Queen Bee and then finish up to actually be able to kill Wall of Flesh, so then we can get into hard mode. Okay, maybe like this? Like that? There we go. I'm gonna need a lot more platforms. Alright, let's see. Yes, I legit thought I was gonna be able to do Wall of Flesh. I saw how we melted Skeletron with the mycelial knives, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, that wasn't that bad. I know these things do a lot of damage. I'll more or less just stand on the boss, and I'll fucking kill it. And that didn't happen. And then if I do decide to go a ranged option via some ranged weapon, whether it be the fungicide or not, I then need to build a whole set of armor that is ranged weapon bonuses, some movement speed. I'll want to clear out the hell on the right side even more, so we have more room to kite and run and gun. Okay. Yeah. They rarely do. Also, are you gonna be able to be streaming tomorrow, Sylvie? For whatever game you're playing, whether it be Radical Red or a different ROM hack? Awesome. I love that. I will be checking that out. Have you thought about what you're gonna do for the Elite Four? Have you been looking at the documents and figuring out what your play is gonna be? I mean, obviously, it's gonna take a bit, but how do you feel about Lorelei, at least? Alright, that's completely fair. I thought I would ask anyways. I watched someone in their Nuzlocke get to Elite Four yesterday. So from last night's stream to when they stream on Saturday, they're looking at like all the docs and trying to figure out how they're gonna beat their team. Oh yeah, it is absolutely gonna be a process, and I look forward to A, helping, and B, watching. Next week is gonna be devoted to Terraria, and when it's next Monday, aka 2 Mondays from now, we're going back into, yeah, the AI is brutal. When we come back 2 Mondays, then it will be me doing mono fighting. I got halfway through mono fighting off stream when I was doing it like maybe 6 months ago, and I got the Sabrina relatively easily. After mono fighting, I'm gonna do mono bug. I've already beaten mono bug, but that was also off stream using Shed Ninja, who more or less cheeses like half of the bosses because they can't hit them. It's very funny. All right. Just a little bit more. Then I'm gonna turn the rest of this into platform, and we'll work on that. Finish up the bonfires with the wood we have. Then we'll look at Pallas cats and find someone to raid. Okay. There we go. Just enough. Ah, flying fish. We're immune to fall damage, so that's fine. Let's, how do I gotta do that? I need to cut that technically, just to make room. Okay. Okay. And then the same thing here. It would certainly be more difficult if I had to do bug without Shed Ninja. It would probably be Frostmoth because ice scales with Quiver Dance. It would be Cleavor because Accelerock. It would be Volcarona because it's also very fast with fire moves. It would probably be Butterfree because also relatively fast. It has a Mega and it can put people to sleep. Ribombee because Fairy Bug, Fairy to swap in against the Dragon. Probably Scorch, the Sevian one, which is Ground Bug, and then one other Mon. But yeah, Volcar without Shed Ninja would certainly be more difficult. All right, let's see. Like, for example, Rain Lorelei only has 2 Mon that can hurt Shed Ninja. Once they're gone, you basically just stay in Shed Ninja and they can't do anything. I think there's 2 instances when you get to a Poke Center, there's a guy who will offer to give you a Sevian egg. And once you beat the game, at least once, you can then go to any Poke Center, type in Sevian, and you'll get all the Sevian Mon, which is really nice. Okay. Eep. Yes. Wishy-Washy isn't that good because of how it functions. Basically, at 25% health, it goes into its really, like, weak form. It's also very slow. It is an interesting Pokemon. And then Sevian Ursaring is Ghost Fighting with Iron Fist, Quick Feet, which is double speed when statused, and Guts, aka increased attack when statused. And it's a very powerful option. Yeah, it's an interesting concept for a Pokemon, but it's just not very good, you know? Alright, let's see. Sevian Dodrio, Fire, Ground, that's really awesome. Sevian Noivern is Rock, Ghost with Sturdy or Levitate. Yeah, exactly, the Ursaring is quite good. Its biggest downside is it's slow, so either you have to go like some form of Trick Room setup, or use Quick Feet. I think with Quick Feet and a Jolly Nature, it may be able to outspeed Mega Kangaskhan from Giovanni. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go a little bit further as well. There we go. Honestly, this is probably a big enough arena for Slime God. So we'll finish putting torches and bonfires. Yeah, that Parental Bond, Crunch, Body Slam, and Power Up Punch. It's very disgusting. We want to capture Piggy because we can sell him for gold. But if we were to kill him, which I don't think we have the damage, we'd be able to get Bacon, which is a red tier health item, which gives you a huge buff. And yeah, exactly, like, each power up punch goes twice. So each power up punch is basically a swords dance. And then if Body Slam doesn't kill you, it probably paralyzes you. And then it has Crunch if you bring a Ghost Mon in. It's just, it's very painful. Thankfully, I've already done Mono Normal. I've already done Mono Ghost. So I don't have to worry about anyone being weak to fighting until I do Mono Steel. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to use for that. Alright. Need some more bonfires. Probably like 4 more? 6 will do. Alright. Alright, let's see. Yes. Tinkaton and Mawile. So I'll probably end up going Mawile with Fake Out. Or I'll go I'll go Tinkaton with Fake Out. Or we'll go Mawile. And we'll probably try to Sucker Punch. And maybe get a flinch from Iron Head. If it can learn a fighting move, we'll absolutely use that. We could also use Lucario, who is fighting Steel, and we could go special with like Vacuum Wave, Aura Sphere, Flash Cannon. We could go... there's only one Fire Steel, and it's a pain to get, so I probably won't be able to do that, because you need the Mega Stones to get it. Okay, Bonfires, right. I actually thought Ice was gonna be really bad, but then I was watching Galvanix. He's the Aussie streamer who does monotypes of Rad Red. His Ice run was carried by Shell Smash Cloyster with, I think it was Skill Link, so all multi-hit moves hit their maximum number of times, and Frostmoth, who has Ice Scales, which means it takes half damage from special. So you go Quiver Dance with Jolly, so you're faster. You do several Quiver Dances, then you can sweep, and you get like Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, Ice Beam, and Giga Drain. It's very disgusting. I did not think it would be a good idea to bring that Mon to E4 because Ice and Bug gets dunked on by a lot. But as you know, dragons are 4 times weak to Ice, and if you can survive to get like 1 or 2 buffs off, because Quiver Dance is 1 stage up to special, defense, speed, and attack, it's really disgusting. Like, it can really get away from the enemy quickly. All right. Yeah, it is really solid. It did a lot better than I thought it would. Okay, good. So we have an arena for Slime God. I am gonna need a better gun for Slime God though. So what we'll do is we're gonna save, we're gonna look at a few more Pallas cats, then we're gonna find someone to raid. I'm annoyed we didn't get to Wall of Flesh, but let's be real, it was a little over ambitious of me thinking we would get to it. Okay, still no new photos, but these will technically be new to you. This is Grusha being weighed in. That's presumably 659 grams. So that's a very large cat. Absolutely adorable. Very round, yeah. This was when he was transferred to the Asayama Zoo in Hokkaido, Japan. Then we have Honey at the Higashiyama Zoo, also in Japan. This was taken in 2023. Honey the cat. She looks very fierce and angry. She was born in Saitama's Children's Zoo in Japan. She is related to Haru, Saral, Char, and Boar. Char sadly passed away 2 weeks after giving birth, so human caretakers looked after her children. Boar, he's the male to Polly at Nasu Animal Kingdom in Japan. Char gave birth to the Flower 5, which was Lotus, Iris, Olivia, Primula, and Grusha. Grusha in Russian actually means pear. Honey is very adorable. She's got those intense eyes. They're amberish yellow. Very pronounced fluff of white underneath the chin and body. You can even see the pedigree, who Honey was born from, who Tabia was born from, 2 unnamed Manuel that gave birth to Lala. Then you can go to relatives and it doesn't want to actually show up. So we'll look at a video of Pallas cats. Let's see. Big fan of Timothy. He's one of the Russian Pallas cats. I believe he turned 4 this year. I like the wood drum. He's also from the Moscow Zoo. The music actually reminds me of the first Kill Bill. Look at his little orange Pete's. And it's so dramatic. VOD friends, lurkers, everyone who stopped by, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Pallas cats, Terraria, Timothy getting a big old stretch in. Absolutely precious. Yes, I know. So cute. Truly. And so low to the ground. Very sneaky. I like the orange around the muzzle as well. He found his dinner. A succulent cheese boy. I love the way he gingerly picks it up as well. It's like, oh, for me? Thank you. And he devoured it in seconds. Love it. But yeah, absolutely precious animals. Truly some of God's finest beasts. One more thing I also have Grusha with a whole chicken. And that's fun because sometimes they'll be fed larger meals to simulate that they sometimes get more food during a day than other times they don't. And yeah, Meownwell, very OP, absolutely staring into your soul with those very intense beady eyes. I'm gonna see if I can find the one specifically, a Grusha with the chicken. Yep. Got a big old chicken by the neck. There's another one where I think he's mid-hop with the chicken. I'm gonna see if I can find that one. I actually might not have it. I'll look for it on the Discord if I can find it. Until I find it, I'll go with a Pallas cat eating a watermelon. Let's see. Let's see. So this isn't the one of him jumping, but this is from the same set of photos, I think. He's holding the chicken by the rump, and he probably devours it off screen because he's a growing boy. Yes. Yeah, the tiny head, almost non-existent neck. I have another really good one right here where Polly's caught in like the middle of a weird pose, and it dead ass looks like she has no neck. Let me see if we can find that one. There we go. Polly is very silly. I have no clue why she was acting in that way. We know that cats will get large when they need to intimidate someone or discourage them from trying to eat them. We've seen Bull do this. We've seen Nar do this. Polly will pick a fight with Bull, and Bull will do that to her. So presumably there was a reason why she saw fit to do this, but I think it's very funny. Let's find someone who's playing Terraria to raid now. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. It's every Monday to Thursday, 6 p.m. through 8 p.m. Eastern. Terraria and Pallas Cats. Once I start going back to Rad Red 2 Mondays from now, then we'll be going back to crime coverage. I've been watching a lot of crime content, but there really hasn't been anything new outside of updates with Karen Reed and Jose Ibarra, who murdered Laken O'Reilly. He was found guilty on all counts, and I think he got life in prison, no parole, because death is too good for some monsters. All right, let's see. We will go with this. Let me make sure I actually spelled this right, though. I did not. All right, then. Yeah, no problem. I'm looking forward to checking out your stream tomorrow and watching you find a way forward through the clusterfuck that is Rad Red Elite 4. I hope everyone has a good rest of their Thursday, that they have a good Friday, and I will see everyone on Meow Day, 6 p.m. Eastern. Take care, and thank you for watching. Yes, very appreciated. And take care, RJ.